Unable to move, stiff from head to toe, I felt my body lift off the hot bed. I was up inches above the small twin mattress, and then I began to move forward slowly toward the wall directly in front of me. Do you believe that everything that happens can be explained? Or maybe do you think some experiences are beyond our understanding of how our world works? Stay with me till the end as I try my best to tell you and show you what happened one hot summer night, part 2 of a 3-part alien abduction story. The dark thing, the shadow man, had just floated into my room. He touched me, and I immediately could not move. He terrified me as he ended up on my left side between my sister's bed and mine. When I ended the last video, the dark shadow was getting closer to me, leaning in toward me, closer to my face. It was true. I was not able to move, but I never closed my eyes to the terror and to the person standing next to me. It was then that the bright blue light with a center of pulsating white appeared at the window that was at the front of the house. My bedroom window, street side, and to my left. Now, my bedroom was on the 2nd floor, and the bright light was coming in behind the shadow man. The light grew, and at the core, the white light there danced and flooded my bedroom with light. I had gone from being sound asleep on my small twin bed in the hot, sticky August night to watching transfixed as a tall shadow figure floated into my room, stood at the foot of my bed, and touched me and froze me in place. The stiffness started at my toe, as I said, and quickly took over my whole body in a wave. I could not move, I could not scream. The dark thing then floated to my left side and now stood between me and the brightest light I have ever seen. Now, while the light seemed to pulsate and swirl, I almost felt like it helped me lift off the bed. And I was floating towards the wall, slowly. I floated away from the dark man and towards a window that was directly at my feet. This particular window overlooked a dark alley. It was an alley between 2 houses, the other house maybe 20 feet away. And the light that was coming in from the front window barely cut into the dark of this alley. My next clear recollection was looking down from a very high height. I felt the cooler air on my face, but I seemed like 30 feet in the air. Now, I was 30 feet above the alley, which was next to my house, between my house and the house next door, my cousin's house. And as I looked down, I could clearly see my backyard right ahead of me. I remember thinking, this is impossible. I can't see the backyard from my window. The angle was impossible. But yet, here I was. I could see it all, the grass, the small patio, this round wooden picnic table. But it was all bathed in a greenish, swampy light. And that light was coming from something above me, behind me, and over my cousin's house. So all that I could see was very familiar, except I've never seen it like this before. I was directly above the backyard, and what I could see at this point was unthinkable. Stay with me. There in the yard, engulfed in this swampy, foggishy, greenish light, were 3 small, robed beings. I was young, and I never thought alien. I never put a name to it that night. But there was one robed being that was taller than the other 2, and he I'll call him, he stood in the center. And all three, when they moved as one. And they seemed to be very uninterested in me. It was almost as if they were used to seeing a young child suspended 30 feet above them. They did not look at me. They didn't acknowledge me. They never even looked up. They just stayed near a small patio table, huddled as one mass of moving alien flesh and robes. My night wasn't over yet. Why was I seeing a tall shadow man in my bedroom, and then 3 small beings in my backyard? What kind of experience was to come next? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you had a similar experience, please tell me about it. My third and final video will explain my alien experience. Part 3 will tell you what happened and what I saw. Once a week, Sharp Edges presents inexplicable true stories. Sharp Edges are stories that make us question what we think we see. Do sharp edges exist between what we perceive and reality, or are those boundaries blurred? If you like paranormal stories as much as I do, subscribe, hit the notification and like button, and share. And until next time, look out for those sharp edges.